Hey, what's up, everyone? You're here with Chris and Goran, the Kick Dogs from Pick Dawgz, and as you can see, uh, Croatia's playing, Canada's playing. I don't think that either of us can be impartial here, Chris.
No, as soon as you put on the Croatia jersey, I knew I was probably hooped here. I was getting backed into a corner, but you know, this is going to be this is something that you and I were talking about when Canada first qualified for the World Cup, and then the groups were released. We're like, okay, well, we're gonna have to come to a head on this eventually. And I won't lie, I was coming out of the Canada game against the loss to Belgium was 1-0. I was coming out of it with some positivity. Canada, yeah, they lost that game 1-0 and they missed a penalty, but the fact is Canada was all over Belgium in the first half. Belgium took advantage of a miscue from Canada. Those are bound to happen. Mental absence happen all the time. And Canada even stayed on the front foot for a good chunk of the second half. So if there's anything I can take away from that for Canada is that, at least they battled hard and they showed some fight. Croatia, that was just a slugfest against Morocco. Um, I'm interested to hear your take on what this Croatia team is, but just looking at the results and what we have, and just sort of seeing that the just like the stats and sort of how everything kind of looks on the surface from their first games, I got to go with the under 2.5. I was originally leaning towards Canada, but I'm like, wait a sec. To win a soccer game, you got to be able to score a goal, and Canada has yet to prove that they can do that. So I got to go with the under 2.5 here. I think gold's going to come at a premium in this one. So under 2.5 minus 125 my play
Yeah,
here.
let me start with Canada, Chris. I think that Canada was outstanding in that game against Belgium. I think they should have won that game. I'm actually happy they didn't because that puts Croatia in a bit better position here. But I don't know whether to call it the lack of experience on the major competitions, the lack of, I don't know, service towards the offense, towards Jonathan David, or something like that. But if they used one or two of those chances they created, they would have gotten the win in that one. And I think it's only a matter of time before this team starts playing better and better and better. I think that maybe not in this World Cup, but in the next one, which they are hosting, I think they're going to be a monster of a team if they keep developing in the right direction, right? As far as Croatia goes, Chris, I think that overall this team is pretty good still. It's a good mix of experience and youth, and the defense is still solid despite making that, I don't know, generation, generational change or whatever. But ever since Mandzukic left after the World Cup in 2018, we missed that aggression on the top of the pitch, or in that, I don't know, those front position or whatever. Uh, we have a few good strikers, but they are so inconsistent when it comes to scoring goals for the national team. It's insane to watch. Many times we had to get bailed out by the midfielders or even defenders scoring goals, and that is the same problem they have right now. We have some top class strikers like Kramaric, Perisic. We have Livaja who plays for Hajduk in the Croatian National League, and we have Pašalić from Atalanta as well. And all of these players are scoring a shit ton of goals for the clubs. They just can't do it for the national team for some reason. Like I said, this might cost us in the long run in the World Cup, but this is going to be a game that's going to be basically a battle in the middle of the field. I think that's going to be the decisive thing. Who wins the midfield is going to win this game. Honestly, I think that's going to be Croatia just because of the experience in those positions and just because of the experience in the big competitions, right? Am I willing to put my money on Croatia right now? They are, I would say, pretty big favorites at plus 112. I am really not. But my pick here will be second half to be the half with most goals at plus 105. Like I said, I think the goals will come as a premium here. And if we see goals, I think we're going to see them in second half, Chris.
Yeah, I could easily see a nil-nil first half. And then like you said, the sort of the levee breaking open in the second half. But I'm still sticking with the under 2.5. But I will say, at least for Canada, for me, if there's any optimism coming into this game, it's that you're only one game into the group stage, so there's still, you need a result here, but you're not dead in the water like Costa Rica. But there's at least still, some fight to be had here. There's still a chance. And then you hear John Herdman's,
Yeah.
comments after the game saying that, we're going to go out and F him up and we're going to, we're still here. That's what you want from a manager. He's never going to say die. You're not going to get down on his team. Realizes that you live to fight another day. And that's all I think you can ask for if you're a Canadian soccer fan. We haven't had that in God knows how long. But I think this is going to be, hotly contested affair. Definitely, going to be tight, and yeah, it's going to be one to watch for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be watching that game, Chris. I will probably not be betting on this game just so that I can watch it peacefully without stressing. And you know what? Should be a fun game. I will definitely be glued in front of the TV with a beer in my hand, even though it's going to be 11 a.m. But I really don't care. It's Sunday, so.
It's 5 o'clock
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's 5 o'clock
Don't
somewhere.
worry about
Yeah. Well, that's it, guys. These were your free picks in this Croatia versus Canada matchup on Sunday, 11 a.m. game. Like I said, guys, should be a fun one. But for the rest of our free picks, go to Pick Dawgz YouTube channel, guys. Check them out. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and we'll see you soon with more free winners.